My name's Jahsent Iylanjah. Before I started playing music, my perspective on it was definitely like mystical. Like I didn't understand it at all, but I knew that it made me feel a lot of different ways. And like even when I was a small child, before I really started like even getting into my own type of music, I would listen to my parents play salsa, and like my dad was into punk rock and like reggae and stuff. And like those same songs I still listen to like nowadays and like reminisce because it still brings me back and it just puts me in my feelings. My first instrument was bass, and I started playing bass guitar when I was 12 years old in the Eastside Band project. And at first I didn't want to play bass. Like my teacher had to push me and be like, you should be the bassist in our band. And like I was like, but bass? I can't even hear the bass in a song. How am I gonna play bass? It's gonna suck. It's gonna be so lame. I started playing, and like, you know, playing in a band is a lot different than playing something alone. It gives you more motivation and like you see it all come together, and I just started to feel more connected with the music after I started playing bass. I started playing guitar when I entered 9th grade, and I got into it more because even though I really loved playing bass, you couldn't bring a bass guitar out and like play for people. You couldn't take it to the park, you couldn't like just play out loud and like make music for other people. And like for me, I always wanted to like show off to people, and like Hazel, my teacher, told me once that music is a gift that you give to people. And even before he told me that, I already felt it. So the people that got me into music, first it was Peter. He was the one that was pushing me into getting a bass guitar, like starting to learn that. And he was my 7th grade advisor and history teacher, and he was trying to start the Eastside Band project. So I already got along with him really well already, and like we had only grown closer after I joined the band project. When it comes to guitar, like yeah, I taught myself the first few years, but like after Hazel started teaching at the school with internal creations, like I definitely started getting more into it. I understood like the importance behind practicing on a regular basis. Whenever I would practice with Hazel, I could feel myself getting better, and I could notice when I was actually progressing rather than when I was practicing alone. So Hazel and Peter have definitely been the biggest influences with music for me.